What's up guys, my name is Drew Shahood. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the secret to speed ramping in Final Cut Pro. Now we don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible. So I'm going to show you guys what we're aiming for real fast, so I'm going to break it down step by step. Here we go. Alright, so first things first, there's a one secret that is so crucial to speed ramping, and I mean, I don't know if you're in Final Cut or Premiere, it doesn't matter, it's just crucial to speed ramping, and it is this right here. Speed ramping is not the motion in the frame, it is the movement of the frame. So what does that mean? It means your camera, this is not my camera, your camera, you're ramping the movement of the camera, you're not ramping what's happening in the camera. Does that make sense? So if there's a guy running, you're not ramping this dude running faster, but you're ramping is the movement of your camera, so then it's a smooth ramp into the next shot. So what those movements look like are push-ins, pull-outs, side to side. There's probably official terms, I don't know what the official terms are. Push in, push out, side to side. You can do move up, move down. Doesn't matter what the movement is. The idea is you're ramping the movement, not what's inside of the frame being captured. So now that we know the secret is all about the movement and not the motion in the frame, we're gonna go to one more thing, that's camera settings. I'm gonna show you some Sony settings real fast, but if you don't have a Sony camera, that's 100% okay. I'm gonna show you how to do it without that as well. So go to your Sony settings, you're going to shoot in 1080-120, set your shutter speed to be double your frame rate, so 250, and then the last option that's going to really help a lot is playback in 120. So go to your function button, scroll to the very bottom, and choose that option. You're going to play back in 120. Alright, so let's hop into Final Cut, and we'll get the whole process started. So right off the bat, we have 5 clips in here, so get your footage imported into your timeline, and we also have my song, the Skrillex song that I was using before. So we're gonna go through each shot that I have here, and we're gonna just kind of analyze each one. So look at the movement that is happening between all of these frames. So here we have my friend Orion, who actually taught me a lot of stuff I'm saying right now. Me on a one wheel. My friend Joseph in the wrong direction, walking left. Me jumping, moving to the right still. And then the last one is me still on that one wheel, and the camera is still moving to the right. So when we look at this footage, it all looks good because the movement is going to the right. However, the one of Joseph, the movement is going to the left. Easy fix. So select that one, Command R, press this button here, go to Custom, and then we're going to go to Reverse. Alright, so now this movement is going backwards, so it's moving right. So all of our movements are going to the right. Next, what we're going to do is go to your song. So we're using that song. We're going to mute it again because it gets annoying after a while, but we're going to press it right now. Press V to unmute it or to mute it. And we're going to press the M key to then put a marker everywhere we want it to hit and to have that kind of ramp effect. So it's kind of fast. Yours does not need to be this fast. However, I like things fast paced. So we're going to go with this song right here, and I'm going to press M every time I want that key to hit. Okay, that's plenty enough. So I'm gonna cut off the rest that I don't need by having my playhead where I want it to cut, pressing Command B, and that's going to cut it in half, and I delete that side. So for now, I'm gonna mute what I don't want, which is that song right now. So now we just have our footage. Alright, so now we have our song exactly what we want it to be. We're gonna actually start the ramping process of these clips. So I'm in 120 frames playback, which means it's going to play in slow motion. However, if you don't have that, you're just playing in real time, but you have those frames to work with, this is what we're going to do for you. So it's going to look a little bit weird on mine, but the steps are still the same. So take your clip, and then you're going to press Command R. So yours is going to say 100%, but it's still going to be playing in normal time. You're going to press right here, and you're going to go slow, and if you're at 120 frames per second, you're going to go to 25%. If you're at 60 frames per second, only go to 50%. But for 120 frames, we're going to do 25%. So then we have our super slow clip in the slow motion that we want it to be, right? So select that, and what you're going to do is you're going to press Option G. Option G is going to make what's called a compound clip of just your clip itself. The reason we're doing this is just so we can get that timing right, so you can do the exact same ratios that we're going to be doing. So then you just name your clip. We're going to name this 120 slow. Press enter. So now, if you press Command R on the exact same clip, your 100% is still slow motion at 120, but your ratios when you're doing the same ramping we are is going to be the same. So I'm gonna press Command Z and go back to normal. However, you're gonna do the exact same steps we are gonna be doing with this new compound clip. It's the exact same thing. Same thing for speed ramping at 60 frames per second. You'll just use 50% rather than 25%. Okay, so now we have the right ratios figured out. We're gonna actually start ramping. So we're gonna click our first clip here, press Command R. What we're gonna do is from our 100%, we're gonna speed it up to 20 times. So now our clip is pretty short, that's okay though. We're gonna go frame by frame until we want the ramp to kind of slow down. So it's gonna speed up, but it's gonna slow down where we want it to. So I'm gonna press my right arrow once. Again, I like it right there. So we're gonna click it again, press Shift B where our arrow key is, go to the right of our arrow key, and we're going to take this and go back to normal. You can do this by pressing those buttons again and going back to 100% or normal, or you can double click it and just type in 100%. That's gonna bring it back to normal anyway. Press enter, and then here we are again, and we're at the ramp. So this is what the first ramp in looks like. It's pretty clean. So now we are trying to meet these playheads. So we do not have too much room because these are gonna be pretty fast. These gray bars right here are gonna control what happens and how fast and how soft those ramps are gonna be. So for now, I'm gonna just put it right over here. We'll fix it in a second. So this is another crucial part. So for the out ramp, what we're gonna do is go to where we want it to be. So right now we have our markers. We know we want it to be there. We're gonna put our playhead right there, and we're gonna go 3 frames to the left. So 1, 2, 3. We're gonna click there again and press Shift B, and we're gonna go back here. We're gonna go to our drop-down menu, and we're gonna go 20 times again. All right, perfect. So now we have our clip here. We're gonna go back to this spot, this mark that we were originally at, and drag this in and crop it to where we want it to be. Oh, it's not gonna let me. All right, well normally you would, because our timeline is in 24 frames per second, we don't have a whole lot of frames to be working with, so we must be in between a frame right now. So we're gonna keep it right there, but you would usually drag that in to go onto your marker itself. So if we were to play our ramp right now, it's really firm and really aggressive. So we don't want it to be that aggressive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna zoom in and grab those little bars. You might have to zoom in pretty far to grab them, but they're there. We're gonna grab those gray bars and make them as equal as we can in the middle. That's gonna give you the softest in and out results. So let's look at this right here and see what we got. Okay, so that's pretty fast. So that's definitely a fast ramp. However, for this song, that's what I'm going for. For you, it can be softer because it may be more drawn out. All right, so we're gonna take our second clip here, and it's me on the one wheel. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Command R brings up this green tab here. We're gonna go to 20 times, and I'm gonna find that sweet spot where I want that ramp to kind of smooth out. Yeah, definitely right there in the water. I'm gonna press Shift B. That's gonna get it open. Do this drop down menu, and we're gonna go back to normal. All right, so for this one, I kind of like it just playing out slow. I'm not actually gonna ramp this one back out. I'm gonna keep that one the way it is, but we're gonna do the exact same thing again with this reverse clip of Joseph walking here. Only thing we're gonna do before we do that is we're gonna drag this back into that play or that marker on that song. So we're gonna take this one here again of Joseph, do the exact same thing. So it already reversed it. For you, it may not be reversed, but we already reversed it to get that motion the way we want it to be. It's the exact same process. So go to reverse, this time is negative 20 times. We're gonna go here, we're gonna do our same thing, arrow keys. I like that foot being up right there. All right, Shift B right there, and then go to the right side again, like we always have, and then go to reverse normal. So that's gonna give us the exact same thing effect. Boom, that nice clean ramp. I actually kind of want it to be shorter, more abrupt. Yeah, see, that's perfect right there. All right, we're gonna go back to our marker, and we're gonna do the same thing, 3 times left. 1, 2, 3. Shift B, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I did that. We're gonna do 2 times this time. Sometimes it kind of bugs out a little bit. 1, 2, 3. That's perfect. So we're gonna take our drop down menu, go to reverse fast again, negative 20 times, and then perfect. We're gonna drag this onto that marker, and we're gonna take these bars again and soften them out so it's not so abrupt. Because it's already gonna be pretty abrupt with how fast we're going. So we're gonna do this for every single other clip. So continue to do that for the rest of your clips. I'm gonna jump ahead real fast and we'll see what the final product looks like in like 1 millisecond. All right, so we got our ramps completely done, and I'm gonna play mine and let's see what we got. So yeah, that's how you do a speed ramp in Final Cut Pro. I mean, I hope that was super helpful for you guys. If it was, leave a like. If you are still confused on things or unsure about something, let me know in the comments. I'd love to try and help you guys out. Or if you want to talk to me personally, go to my Instagram and direct message me. I'm gonna try and answer as many questions as I possibly can. But yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, subscribe and share the video with anyone else who might find it beneficial. Thanks, guys.
Got it all wrong, I'm just having fun. We'll hang out tonight, tomorrow we'll be done. You got it all wrong.